This is right off the table saw. I cannot do any better than that. I don't think that that's going to require, that's not going to require anything to be done except to put it together. I mean, these, if I run my fingers along the top here, these things are running nice and parallel and flush. And that's just a good joint. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm considering myself one lucky woodworker at this moment. These miters are just fantastic. So I shortened this to just barely running over, I mean just a couple thousandths of an inch. I can just barely feel it with my fingertips here that this leading edge is just proud of these corners. So I've got it centered by feel, and I'm going to make some marks and tack this thing down with some dominoes right in place here. All right, on this piece I used the tight setting on all 5 dominoes. This one here, I want to be able to just slide it, up a little bit to make sure I get a nice tight fit here. So I'm going to use the tight setting on the plywood, and then I'll loosen up these this domino opening here. I'll loosen that up just a little bit. What I'll do is I'll cut just a fraction on either side of the line. Instead of using that loose setting, I'll just open it up myself a little bit that way. That is beautiful right there. It gives me the ability to just push this up just a hair, right like that. Put a clamp on it, and I should be good to go. That's going to be nice. I cannot do much better than that. Okay, I've got everything. This is just a dry fit. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out here. The one thing you can see here is I've got a little extra showing on the bottom, and that's because I cut these a hair wider than an 1/8 or 1 inch. So I'll just hand plane that down to match, and that'll be that. But it's ready for glue, and then I can go to work on the back. That went together terrific. I'm very pleased with the way it has turned out so far. But you can just see that I was able to put this face frame on because of my dominoes. That keeps this from shifting, and just went together nice. So now, well, there she be. Still got to do my sanding yet, but essentially you see what I've got. I'm not going to put the back on yet until after I sand it, because it'll be much easier to sand this bottom and the sides all the way through rather than being stopped by a back. So I'll get all that done before I put that back on. Still have to flush this up, but other than that, it looks pretty good. And then, like I say, this will be on. There'll be 4 casters that this sits on in order for it to be rolled around and positioned where he wants it.